Today we're going to learn how to do the split snatch. The split snatch is an extremely valuable movement and one that, as far as I'm concerned, is quite underutilized. Split snatch is an older form of the snatch, and it was used extensively in the early part of the history of Olympic weightlifting. It is just like it sounds. It's the split footwork with the snatch overhead. The reason it is valuable is that it enables a person with lower shoulder flexibility than is required to do a full overhead squat to still do a heavy snatch, heavier than a power snatch, because it is a method of getting down under the bar. Both the split and the squat are methods of lowering yourself quickly under a pulled bar. The split requires less shoulder flexibility because the position at the bottom of the split is not as radical as that which is required of an overhead squat. The reason it is underutilized, I feel, is because it's just not fashionable right now. The full squat snatch is the form preferred by most competitive Olympic lifters. There's nobody in the Open Nationals, there's nobody in the Worlds or any of the international meets that does a split style snatch. But for older lifters with banged up shoulders, for guys that are never going to be competitive at the national level, that nonetheless would like to utilize heavy snatches and heavy clean and jerks in their training, or for guys that may in fact at some point be competitive at the national level that would like to reintroduce this back into the competitive arena. The split snatch is an extremely useful movement. One of the other things that's useful about it is that it involves much more rapid footwork than does the squat snatch. There's much more forward, backward, longitudinal foot movement involved in a split snatch than the slight jump from pulling stance to squat stance that's involved in a full squat snatch. So for some types of sports, you can see that there might be an application for the split style squat, split style lowering under the bar. Bill Starr's got an article on our website about that. You might want to revisit that after you go through watching this video. So we're here with our friend Taylor Ray today, and we are going to once again teach him something he doesn't know how to do. You've never done a split snatch, right?
No, sir.
So here we are to save the day. What we're going to do is first start off by revisiting the power snatch mechanics that we did with Taylor in one of our previous videos. We're going to warm that back up. And then we will introduce the split as some additional footwork, the split footwork rather, after we revisit the basic snatch mechanics. So let's go ahead and take the snatch grip on the bar. And from the hang, let's do a snatch. Now remember, those of you that haven't seen it might want to watch our snatch video, the power snatch video, where we taught all of this stuff before. Remember, jump, drop. We won't reiterate this, it'll make the video too long. Okay, we'll jump, leave the ground. That'll be handy when it's heavy. Good. Keep it nice and close. Touch right there. Nice and close. Okay. Now catch it at the hang. Let's lower the bar down to the position below the knees. We go down to the floor with the empty bar in 3 steps. From the jumping position, go. Try not to jump forward now. Down to below the knees. Stay out over the bar. There you go. Don't jump forward. That's better. Again. Now, third step in our power snatch progression was down to the middle of the shins. This is where the bar will be when plates are loaded on it. Way down low, a little bit lower than that. Raise your hips, out over the bar a little more. Slowly slide it up, hit the belly, jump. Good, just exactly like that. And that's basically the power snatch. Now, what we're going to do is the same movement, but instead of just the power mechanics, we're going to add footwork. A power snatch or power clean is a pull without any glorified foot movement involved in it. It's just the jump. Now we're going to introduce the split mechanics to the situation. So now let's revisit our split mechanics. We learned the same procedure when we did the split jerk. So go ahead and just by way of demonstration, put your front foot out in front of you. Take your back foot position, bend the back knee. A little bit of outward rotation of the heel. Tiny little bit of inward rotation of the front foot produces a stable position. Recover from the front. Slide just like that. Okay? Now, hit the split. And those of you that are interested in this, we have another video on the split that you can refer to. We're just going to assume you watch that recover. Again, make it pop this time. Good. Nice and quick. You're slapping the front foot into the ground. Heel first, actually. It's much faster than that. Come forward on the platform a little bit. Again, real fast, nice and quick. Okay, good. Fix the back foot. Other way. There it goes. Front foot, tighten it up a little tiny bit. Recover. Let's do one more like that. Refreshing the split mechanics here. Okay, now recover. Okay, now, with these split mechanics intact, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the hang and the snatch, and we're just going to put this together. And it's not any more complicated than that. Okay, now we're back in the hang position with the bar. Let's just do a hang snatch from this position, from the jumping position. Good, slide it up, the bar slides up the thighs, lead from the belly. Don't jump forward. That would be real bad if it happens when you split. So get out over the bar, get your weight off of your heels, put it in the middle of your foot. Now, go. Better, better. Not quite cleaned up. We'll worry about that later. That's good enough to proceed. Now, nothing elaborate, no magic. You know how to do a split. Put the split footwork in on top of this power snatch. Like that. Again, you know how to snatch. Don't think about that. Don't think about the snatch. Just think about the split mechanics. Okay? The snatch is automatic. It's already there. Reach forward. Reach with the foot. Get off your heels. Stay in the middle of the foot. Reach. There it is. Now, recover just like you would from a jerk. Again. Bar stays close just like in any snatch. Reach. Front foot. Good. Recover. Down. One more time. Okay, you're on the heels. Stay in the midfoot. Midfoot. Reach. Think about the feet. Snatch is already there. Okay? Good. Recover. This time I want you to speed the pull up from the mid-thigh. A little bit faster. Just let it flow a little faster. The thing's pretty much automatic now. Midfoot. Get off your heels. Good. Slide it up. No, they will slide it up the thigh faster than that. Just make it feel a little more natural. One more. Okay? All right, that'll hold it together. Set the bar down a sec, rest your hands. Now what we're going to do, from the hang and the split, we're going to do exactly the same thing we did before. We're going to drop the bar down from the hang position to below the knee so that the pull's a little bit longer. We're going to do it from that position a couple of times, and then we will go down to the middle of the shin where the plates would be, where the plates would have the bar where they on the bar. And then we'll be doing a full range of motion split snatch. Let's go ahead and try this again from the hang. Okay, slide the bar down just below the knee. Take your time. Out over the bar. Make sure you're out over the bar. Reach forward slowly, and then speed it up. Up. Okay, there's your power snatch. Now, Again, conscious of the split. Put it in there. Make the split. Reach forward. Excellent. Recover. One more time. Out over the bar. Reach. Think about your feet. Good. See how you're coming forward a little bit? That time, go ahead and catch it. Set it down. What happened that time was you had we should hear one noise when you split. Okay, so that back foot, front foot, both contact at the same time. Okay, if you don't, there's a pulling asymmetry. So let's try to clean that up a little bit from this position before we, now let's just go ahead and go on down to the mid shin. I think you can hold it together. Go ahead and deadlift it up to the hang. Deadlift it to the hang. We're using a hook grip on all of these. Now, slowly reach down. Sit back. Reach forward, shoulders. Mid shin. Look forward. There. Start to pull. Put the split in it. Think about your split. There it is. That's good. Recover. Let's do one more from the mid shin. Reach down. Make sure your elbows internally rotated. Good. Keeps everything nice and straight. Again, recover. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And down. Now, the next step is just going to be to put some weight on the bar so that you have to jump a little bit harder. And we're going to repeat the procedure from the top down with a little bit of weight. Okay, same procedure. Let's deadlift the bar to the hang position. Let's do the 3 positions back down to the floor. Okay. Everything starts at the hang position, and we don't use these past the learning process. The next step will be on the floor. Okay? Jump and catch. Remember your feet. Footwork. Excellent. Recover. Back down, catch it. Now, reset your hook if you need to. Okay, now, down below the knees, just below the kneecaps. Reach back with your hips. Forward with the shoulders. Nice straight line of pull. Remember your footwork now. That time you lifted quite a bit. It was out here. Keep it close. Split. The reason that was not stable is because you were about that far away from the chin. Again, reset the hook. Let's see if you can put this together now. Reach with the feet. Keep it close. Better, although not perfect. Catch it at the hang. Now, you're going to reach down, touch the floor, come back up, catch it. Remember your split. Good, much better, much better. Much better pull. Much better bar pass that time. Now set the bar on the ground. Set the bar on the ground, rest your hands a second. We're going to do 2 reps from the floor. So you're going to now just set up a correct snatch grip deadlift. Pull it straight up in the air and split. Knees out of the way. Toes out. Good. Take your time. Split. Good. Recover. One more. Remember your feet. Reach. Reach forward. Good. And recover. Excellent. Now, rest a second. We're going to do a set of 3 off the floor. Okay, let's go from the floor for all 3, just like that last one. You hit one of those real solid. Try to get that same thing again. Okay? Remember the feet. You're still to the point where you're used to doing power snatch. So you're going to have to remember, you're going to have to think real hard about doing the split. Just focus on the snatch at the top is fine. Okay? Good. Knees out. Take your time off the floor. Think about the feet now. Focus on that. Just don't count that. Stand up, let go. Think right now. Program your feet. Think about the split. Think about it right now. See yourself doing it. Try it again. Make the split. Split. There it is. Good. Real nice landing. Good. Really nice. Call that number 1. Think now. Reach. Just. There you go. That was a little loopy. Carried you forward. You feel that? Okay. Let's see if you can hold it together tight enough to take another cue on this last rep. Pull it in. Pull it in. Chest up better than that. There you go. Pretty good. Recover. Standard split. Recover foot, front foot recovers first. Okay, that's pretty good. See, this is the situation where that second one you did was real good. It was real nice and tight. The split snatch is excellent for people with shoulders that are just not going to be flexible enough to do an overhead squat type snatch. People that are just not in the situation in terms of shoulder flexibility and hip flexibility, that sort of thing, to be a competitive lifter at an extremely high level can nonetheless use the split snatch as an extremely good exercise for pulling big weights over a big range of motion with a whole bunch of body movement. It's good for athletic ability, and it allows you to use the snatch. And if you're having trouble doing the overhead squat style snatch, put this into your training one day and let's just see what happens. And I think you'll find that this thing solves lots and lots of problems, and that the more people utilize it when it's appropriate, the more people that can actually enjoy doing these movements. Thanks for watching.